I guess we want to shut the door.
Sure.
Can everybody hear?
I wouldn't say about
It is 2 p.m.
It is 2 p.m. Can everybody hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, so we will get started. Was the meeting properly noticed?
It was.
Yes.
Do we have a quorum?
You did?
Can you scroll up a little bit? I want to make sure nothing else. Sorry. Okay, do we have any owners wishing to make comments? Anyone on the line? No one on? Okay. Before I take a motion to adopt the agenda, I wanted to see if we could possibly move discussion items E and C up so that they can get back to their jobs real quick. So do I have a motion to accept the agenda with those two changes?
As amended, yeah, I make a motion.
Okay, do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, so we're gonna go off the agenda a little bit so that we can get them back to work. Belinda, Belinda, can you give us an update on the marketing specialist position?
Yeah, the marketing specialist position is live as of Friday. And we got, I think about 8 so far applicants in. There's one that seems qualified and some not so much. So I did reach out to the HR representative and asked her, because of our time crunch, you know, when do we need to make a decision to start interviewing? And then how many does she suggest that we interview? Because she did advise us not to take too long either, so we don't lose anybody that might be qualified. So in a ideal world, by Friday, I'm hoping to have the candidates, you know, with Jacob picked out for interviews and then schedule interviews for early next week.
Okay.
Can we post it on the Facebook page, possibly, the celebration Facebook page also?
I don't think can, but you are welcome to.
No, I mean,
It can be, yes, it can be shared.
okay, I'll share it on the back porch, but I just meant on our own Facebook page.
Oh,
possibly.
yeah, no, you can share it wherever. We have it on, Indeed, the main
Oh, okay.
job website.
Oh.
Yeah, and the 8 applicants that we got are screened qualified, so we probably got more applicants. That's just what the HR people pre-screen.
Our acquisition team.
Thank you.
When they post a job, it goes on to 9 of the, or like 8 of the biggest platforms.
Yeah.
And then they get in all the requests, as Belinda mentioned, we've probably gotten over 100 applicants.
Oh,
But they go ahead and do weeding out of the applicants to only what they would recommend to pass along, is what we
Okay.
see.
Okay. Okay. Any questions for Linda?
What's it, so
Amber or Sealy?
you
Any
said
questions?
9, you said there's like 9,
Yeah, 9 that they send forward to us.
okay, and you're gonna.
Out of
like,
those
take
9
3 or 4 to look at,
That's what I was reaching out to see what her suggestion is, because they do it more often,
yeah.
as to how many to, you know, because I want to make sure that
Is there a standout in any of the?
right now, Jacob hasn't looked at it, but to me, no.
Oh.
That's what I have.
We still have a little room to the budget.
This week probably rough anyway.
Yeah.
Well, I would say, just my opinion is, I would take the time to hire the right person as opposed to
Yeah.
worry about January 1st deadline.
Okay.
I think it's more important to find the right person.
Oh.
Yeah, if it goes a couple
So,
weeks
yeah.
into January, that's
Right.
better than
It's
hiring the wrong.
Quick,
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah,
I
no,
know this
for
committee
sure.
wanted this job filled, so that
Yeah.
was kind of something we were.
nothing worse than hiring.
But
Yeah.
okay. good to
Yeah,
know.
we've got the right person with more time than the wrong person right away.
Yes.
I did ask about, we wanted to get it posted before Thanksgiving, as the talent acquisition team does see a lot of applicants during the holiday seasons.
Okay.
People take the time to actually look at other job opportunities, it sounds like, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Any questions? Amber, Sealy, anything?
No, I'm good. I think so. We're just trying to do like top of the year sometime start, right? Start time frame.
Yes.
Okay. No, I think that's good.
Okay, thank you, Belinda. And then we moved up the discussion on updating us on the Malaya outstanding covenants items that we talked about at our meeting with them. And that's why Chris is here. Chris?
So the updates with the Malia Hotel, they have gone ahead and the fence that borders the property to the two sports courts that they have taken down. That entire fence line has been completely pressure washed, and there is an existing fence behind it, which looks kind of like an animal barrier fence, which looks like it's been there for a long time to keep animals from going in and out of that white wood fence. That is all clean all the way down their property line, and they are putting a row of small trees as plant screening to cover up their maintenance area where they keep their recycling and garbage area and their compactor. With the sign that they have out by the highway, they are trying to do that in-house with their own people. They have not started pressure washing that canvas yet. They haven't sent anybody out there to cut down the vines in between that lattice portion yet.
Right.
But the other half of the ask is already done. So we are making progress on that.
Are they going with greenery to cover that stuff, or are they extending that fence?
I think they're going to go with greenery.
Okay. Okay. Works
That's
for me.
good.
Any other outstanding issues that we talked about when we were there?
No, I mean, for them, it sounds like they're working on it, so.
Okay. Any questions, Amber? You were in that meeting?
No, sounds like they're making progress, so that's good. We're
Okay.
moving in the right direction.
Okay.
They didn't submit anything or ask about submitting anything for their parking lot and stuff like that.
Not yet. They're still, no, they didn't submit that. They just submitted the tent for the meet and greet
Right.
for the event, and that was it.
Right.
It seems like they're doing some real deep thinking on the permanent, the permanent parking lot.
Okay. Was there anything else that you needed us to approve, or are we all caught up now?
It seems that we're all caught up.
Okay. All right. If you guys don't have any questions, thank you, Chris.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so now back to the action items. It is with great sadness that Amber is leaving us. But we need to appoint a new CJC member to take that position. Since Lee is the second most tenured person on this board at the time,
Not saying
I would like to make a motion to appoint Lee to the CJC seat that will now be open. If I can get a second from that.
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, that unanimously passes. Welcome aboard, Lee, to the CJC.
Oh, they love me.
Now with sadness, we must vote to accept the resignation of Amber from the CNOA board. Effective, what date was that, Amber?
December the 2nd.
We have to accept it now though, right? And appoint.
Yeah, so
Okay.
Yes.
otherwise we have to call another.
Yeah, we'd have to call another meeting.
Right,
So
to do it.
we'll make a motion to accept your resignation today,
Yes.
effective today, so that we can appoint a new CNOA member to your seat. So
Well, I guess it'll be effective December 2nd, so if we'll be able to finish out this
yeah,
meeting.
you can finish it out December 2nd. So I'd like to make a motion to accept Amber's resignation effective December 2nd.
I second that.
Okay, we have a second. All in favor? Aye.
He made the motion. Yeah. Aye.
You still gotta say aye, Amber.
Aye.
Okay, so,
The
and
hesitation is
then,
there.
Okay, so effective December 2nd, Amber will no longer be a board member on CNOA. And so now I'd like to make a motion to appoint Sealy. How do you pronounce your last name again?
Pacheco.
Pacheco. Like to appoint Sealy Pacheco effective December 2nd for the position of the CNOA board seat that Amber previously held.
I make a motion to approve.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, so
Welcome aboard, Sealy, soon.
Yeah, on December 2nd.
On December 2nd. All right,
Thank
so
you.
that's it for the action items. As far as discussion items go, we've already knocked off two of those. Lauren is going to give us an update on the water tower project, which I believe they had some work done today, discussions.
Yeah, so they've been working since the 18th on various pressure washing, scraping, doing some initial cutting, it looks like, of some of the beams. We were out there this morning, or actually early afternoon, with the CNOA ARC committee to discuss the paint colors of the water tower, because we do not have the actual paint colors that were used to paint the water tower. Neither Benjamin Moore or Sherwin-Williams kept the paint color,
It wasn't that long ago when we redid it.
you know, and we reached out to that company
Yeah.
that was awarded the bid.
Right.
We don't have a record of the paint colors that were utilized.
Wow.
So we discussed a couple of options and we decided to just do a color match of the existing beige and try to tie it into the CNOA and CNOA color palettes that are approved in the pattern books. The green will be our traditional celebration green. And then the white, we are trying to tie to that kind of white antique, the antique white, not the bright white, that are in both pattern books. And then we'll work with probably Benjamin Moore to get those matched and that painted once the repairs are completely.
So it's repairs first, I'm assuming,
Uh-huh.
then painting. And this contractor who's doing the repairs is doing the painting also?
Correct.
And what was the deadline given to?
December 31st.
Okay.
So we should be done around that time.
Does
frame.
repair include lights?
No.
No, the lights are separate. So the lights are a separate project and the pulley system are a separate project.
And do we have the lights already set up, or how come these guys can't do the lights if they're already up there with ladders? And it probably seems like we'd save money by.
So the lights were ground lights up and they
Oh,
have
there was no lights up there?
no lights up top.
This was an engineering project, so now
Yeah.
since we've been on site more and looking at it, yeah, we got to fix the lights to it.
Well, I know right now there's no, I mean, it looks dark, so there's lights down below aren't working, is that the issue?
Yeah.
Okay,
Most of them are busted out.
okay, so. So it's not the same, it'd be, you could have anybody working the lights down there.
Yeah,
Question
you
is,
could have them look at it and make a change order to the project, but
I mean, if you have somebody who's already there,
well, also, what about instead of ground lights that shine up, then you have to worry about, landscaping and debris getting over them and affecting lights. What about lights on the tower itself? Like, they have those lights that shine up, halfway up,
Yeah, we could look into that as well.
then they couldn't be messed with.
So I know Christian was working on looking at the lights and getting them repaired or replaced. And he's working on the pulley system as well in terms of getting vendors to do that.
yeah, I would say just with the lights, it doesn't sound, if it's just uplighting, it doesn't sound like it's that difficult. And maybe the guys can do it, but also if the people are doing the repair and we're thinking about doing, hey, can you give us some ideas of lighting, which will, by the way, be a little bit more ARC.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna change a little bit of lighting, I don't mind it, because I mean, today's lighting is so different than.
Yeah.
28 years ago, 30 years ago lighting. Actually, that water tower was probably put in closer to 30 years
Yeah,
ago. You know what I mean? So I think that maybe somebody with a experience in lighting might look at that and think that maybe there's something we can do to that improve it. Maybe there's some LEDs type stuff, or there's something that we can do.
Yeah, we have a couple of lighting companies that we've
Yeah.
been using for our events at Lakeside
Yeah.
and looking at redoing those bistro lights over at Lakeside, so we can engage them and see what recommendations
Yeah.
they have for updating
yeah,
those.
based off meeting this contractor that's doing the work now, lighting doesn't seem to be in there.
Mhm.
Right.
You have,
Lighting company.
I feel like if we ask them, they're gonna say, yeah.
Right, then
they're gonna do
they'll
it,
pick
but-
up the phone, and call a lighting company that you
Yeah.
can probably do yourself.
Yeah.
possibly.
Yeah.
And they were the most economical of all the bids at that time. So
Yeah.
we actually just did some uplighting on our hotel on the
Yeah.
lakeside. So if you guys are looking for another vendor just to see if you can get a few bids, I can pass that information over.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
great.
please do.
Mhm.
Cause I would think that concurrently, if we can do the lights, at least the uplighting, if we're not gonna change anything, but if we're gonna have somebody look at it, I mean, who knows? And then you might not wanna paint it until after, if they're gonna do some lights on it, you may not wanna paint it until after that's done either. So,
Mhm.
Yeah, lighting's come a long way, what they can do now.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
right,
Yeah.
Or if you did the lights midway up too, they also have these color changing lights where you just take an iPad and change the colors of the lights. You could actually do different colors for seasons and holidays and different things.
yeah, the CDD, Fountain's supposed to be able to do that. I don't know.
Oh, you want to come back and change?
No, I was gonna ask them to do it for Christmas to.
Yeah.
I,
They
you know,
did one year, right?
right when I was, right when I left, they stopped doing it.
One or
The fountain,
The one, the fountain.
splash pad?
The splash
Like
pad.
that.
Yeah.
Actually, there's LED lighting that we're supposed to do, Christmas lights, and then we could do red, white, and blue, and they just stopped doing it. I'm
Yeah,
not
'cause
sure.
if you did something like that, even for like July 4th, you could have red, white, and blue shining up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Certainly.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so you kind of addressed A and B, the pulley system. If you don't know what the pulley system that it's talking about is, years ago, we used to have banners that could be hung up on the water tower about halfway up so they could be seen from the road. And we haven't been able to do that in a long time because the system broke, the pulleys broke, everything wasn't operational. So we're looking into being able to do that again.
I think it was farmer's market now snowing. I'm trying to think of what else.
Uh,
Fortune yard sale,
Fortune yard
right,
sale.
fortune yard sale. I think those are probably really good ones because they're big community,
Yeah.
large events. And I think that's,
Mhm.
yeah, something
I
big.
think we even had a sign for Posh Pooch
Yep.
way back.
Oh,
in the day,
yeah,
or
yeah.
Pups and Pints.
Right, yeah. That's
All
pretty
right.
cool.
But yeah,
So that's what the pulley system it refers to as in case you need to get on that.
Please bless you.
All right, any more discussion on the water tower project?
Let me finish. So the pulley system is also, it's in the budget.
It's a separate-
Or is that something?
it's
out
not
of it?
budgeted for, but it's something that we're planning on doing because it needs to be done. So we have better visibility for our community events, especially the CCS run events that bring people in from
Yeah.
that celebration.
Now, I would assume that there is no company that is a pulley system company. It's gonna be some maintenance, I mean,
It's
some-
gonna be a
right?
general contractor
Right.
probably.
So is these guys who are doing the painting and the AGCs, or are they just painters or something like that, or anything like that? And maybe you can talk to them.
So we were gonna talk to the company that's doing the repairs right now.
Yeah.
We were also gonna talk to Hatzel Darbo that has been doing some GC work for us for other things.
Okay.
They do a lot of different, especially refurb projects. And
If you tie it into something from, something you're doing already, it might be cheaper.
Let me give you a name of a company too, real quick. Dale Bowman, from PIP Printing. They also own Yesco and they're licensed electricians, so they're lighting and sign specialists.
Yeah, yes goes, yeah.
Yeah,
for-
yes goes huge.
And sure, yeah, for signing, yeah.
So they may be able to bid something good on the lighting as well.
Mhm.
And that's who a lot of people go to get their banners from. That went on there, that's where we used to go to get the banners from.
Okay.
So it's a sign and print company.
Yep.
Good. Any questions about the water tower project?
No,
I
it
see.
sounds like when this is repaired, it's gonna be really nice.
Yeah. Okay, C and D were already taken care of with Chris and Belinda. The discussion item, share your Christmas, I had sent something out to all of you to take a look at. On December 13th, share your Christmas will be in its 39th year, and they're doing it here on Market Street with West TV2 News. One of the news anchors will be out here broadcasting live from 6 a.m. to 1 p.m. We're asking all businesses and anyone you know to bring donated food that day. Their goal is to get 10,000 pounds of donated food. So we're working closely with Town Hall to get the word out to all the residents. I'm trying hard to get word out to all of our local businesses. And then if you guys can just help share that information, it would look good for the community to have a really good showing.
Do we have, I forget, Belinda, we don't have a list of businesses yet, right? That like,
Yeah.
do we have a list of businesses that we can kind of send out an email for this, like of CNOA businesses?
So what we have right now is CNOA owners
Right,
that we can export that list and ask them to share it with
yeah,
their
yeah,
tenants.
right,
I know one of Belinda's assignments for the new marketing specialist is to take that list
Right.
and create a list for Clapio like we
Right.
do for residents.
right. Here's the general manager of this place.
Yeah.
Every place has a name, yeah.
And I know Chris has some contacts outside of what we use for Ceranet just for communication purposes. So
Right.
he's been funneling that information to
Okay.
Belinda, so we're getting it together, but she's really waiting for that marketing specialist to hit the ground running. And as a kind of an introduction piece for them, it would be a good,
Yeah.
hey, I'm the new marketing person,
Right.
switch contact info.
So in the meantime, we'll have to,
Well, for the last 3 years, the Osceola County pickup location that West TV2 News used was in St. Cloud. This is their first year ever in celebration, so we really want to make a good showing. So please encourage your employees, anyone you know, donate food. I can guarantee you I have a bunch of cans in my pantry that I've never used and probably never will.
Can we tell Embrace, you guys are probably pretty, I mean, they just did, you know, a big event that we probably didn't charge them for, I'm guessing, right? To be able to do an event downtown or whatever, at the lakeside, they paid?
Yeah, they paid.
Okay.
They got a 20% discount, but they paid.
Okay, yeah, cause I mean, they're obviously, they have a pretty big, you know, group here, so, yeah, I think, and let's try to make it successful, really.
And then the last thing, F, is the food event series partnership. Amber, I spoke to you and Celia about this briefly before, and then I spoke to Lee about it before. We'd like to partner with Town Hall in next year to do a series of smaller food events that would be on Market Street, and each one would have a different theme and be designed to educate people on different things. Like the first one I thought about would be like something called like Let's Taco About Celebration. We could have all the Mexican restaurants come out, or some of our other restaurants that also have, you know, tacos or different things like that. And then at that one, since it's this Taco About Celebration, Town Hall could have a booth, CDD could have a booth, CNOA could have a booth, and people who you question, like, who do I go to for this and who do I go to for that, would be able to be educated a little bit about what it is. And then we could have different series of food events, each one with a different theme. One could be to talk about the different nonprofit organizations that are within Celebration. One would be like a breakfast themed one called Game of Scones. And we could have different games that we could play, and the community groups that do different things like X Factor Dance, and some of their partners could come out and kind of educate people on what they do. In order for us to hit the ground running with something like that, we're probably going to need a meeting in early January to start kind of planning that. And also, I have money that I budgeted for it for downtown to help support it as well.
Well, I think do you have a date set? Because I think we will probably, for them or anybody, try to get this in the calendar ahead of time, right? And then make sure it doesn't, you know, mess up with something else or that kind of stuff, to make it easy. We want it successful, so,
Nikki is the new director of Parks and Rec, also has lifestyles rolled up underneath her. So I mentioned this to her when Mike mentioned it to me a couple of weeks ago. So she likes the idea, so I think next steps would be for her and Mike to get together and the businesses to get, well,
yeah,
you two to get together to kind of schedule out based on because Town Hall has our 2025 schedule pretty much set already in terms of events, and I'm pretty sure you have your events pretty much set for 25. So then we could find some open dates for everybody.
all right, where's your hole somewhere?
Mhm.
So since Saley, you'll be on the board at that time, I'd just like to get you and Lee's permission to go ahead and act on behalf of the board in entering discussions with Town Hall and Nikki about those possibilities. Is that okay with you?
Well, it's the first time anybody asked for permission. Like, yeah, really, for nuts. Wow.
Is that okay with both of you? Okay, all right, so in
Yes, sir.
January,
Absolutely.
okay, early January, or December even, if I can meet with Nikki, I'll kind of start laying some groundwork and see what we can come up with.
I have a question for you, though. Do you not want the special events committee involved, or,
It'd be a boring.
you know, so, I mean, the thing is that maybe they could be helpful. So first, they've done their own stuff for a little while, but if you throw something new, then I think, I mean, if they, you know, they may be getting them involved, again, that's the partnership we're talking about, that, you know, they're, you know, and I saw them, I mean, what was it, the couple weeks ago for,
Spooky Square.
yeah, and I literally saw, I mean, the committee, it's the same two people probably, Jackson, you know, they're literally putting chairs out and doing stuff, they're working, so maybe there's an opportunity for them to help also, so it's not just staff and you know what I mean?
No,
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea. I would just say first steps is let's figure out some scheduling.
Yeah.
And then some broad stroke ideas, and then put it on their agenda
Right,
with you in attendance. In terms of kind
yeah,
of being that liaison to CROA special events.
Yeah, how they could help, because more people helping, the better, probably, right?
Yeah.
And so what you're thinking, and just so they know, I think what you're thinking, so everyone's on the same page, I wanna make sure, is that, let's say the taco thing, you're thinking that the places that have tacos, the burrito place down there, they come
Has to
over.
be
maybe
Canoa
introduce-
members,
Yeah,
someone that's
like Canoa members,
Canoa
right?
member.
Right, I mean, if the hospital wanted to bring tacos or do something.
Yeah, we don't want to bring a food truck out here with tacos. It has to
Right,
be
it should be,
Canoa
right,
members.
Yeah.
right, yeah, I think that's kind of cool.
So, but like I said, I feel like it would give us an opportunity to kind of educate people and also make a fun event. We could have a mariachi band out here.
Yeah, really cool.
And
Right.
different band each week, each month that we do it.
Close the street.
Yeah, close Market Street, close the square,
Mhm.
and kind of use it as both education and entertainment. So try to make something fun for people that we haven't done before. Any questions?
No, cool.
All right, so since both of you said it was okay, I'll try to schedule something with Nikki for December or January and try to lay the groundwork for some ideas, and then I'll bring it back and present it to you guys once we have something
Yeah,
at least substantial to talk about. Okay?
Sounds good.
Any questions? Yeah,
No.
I'm gonna tell you, if I can find it, I'm gonna tell you my ideas.
oh, yeah.
I was proud of these ideas. I'm not gonna lie. If I can find it. All right, so the series of events that I thought about was, it would be a series of events called Savor Saturdays. And like one would be, let's talk about celebration. One I thought could be the possibilities of celebration and Italian restaurants for pasta
Mhm.
possibilities. One could be called Fork It Over. And that could be any type of restaurant for that, we could invite, and also maybe invite the charities out, fork it over, invite the charities out that are within celebration to talk about it.
Right, maybe there's a donation with the
Yep.
food purchase discount, yeah.
We could do one called Seize the Day, SEAS, Seize the Day. And that could be our seafood restaurants could come out, and then have different organizations again come out and talk. Game of Scones, I already mentioned, and then a Halloween themed one could be Love at First Bite. And we could have different types of restaurants out for that. Doesn't have a specific theme as far as types of food. So those are some of the early ideas.
Love it.
Any questions?
No, I love it. I think that it'll be welcomed for all of the restaurants in the area to have this type of exposure.
Right.
Okay. Any other board comments?
I have a question for the Malia. He was talking about, I don't know if you followed up with the extra land that's possible for courts and other things, remember?
Yeah, I need to schedule that meeting.
Okay.
I'm waiting for him to give me some availability dates, and then 2 of the dates he gave me were last week that I couldn't do for.
Yeah.
You write it down. Yeah, you write it down.
Yeah, I just want to make sure we're not, I mean,
Yeah, I don't
if we
wanna
can use that, that would be really nice, because it could open up other possibilities elsewhere, so.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Any questions?
No,
Any
I
questions
think
for
I'm
us?
good.
Okay. Well, if there are no more.
I want to know why Jacob's not wearing his tie and coat today.
I know.
I'm very upset.
You guys are missing it, right?
I was out of all of our parks today. doing
Oh, okay, I thought it was casual Monday.
All right, well, if there are no more comments or discussion items, then I'd like to have a motion to adjourn the meeting.
So move.
Second,
Second.
all in favor? Aye.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, thank you all.
Bye.
Thank
See you
you.
later.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Alrighty, bye-bye.
Oh, Amber,
Yes.
can Santa still park at your parking lot? And then is the code the same as last year is the question. And if not, can you text me the code? I'm on the text message with Mike that he just sent you. So
Okay.
yeah. And then Santa will stop by. So what I guess you got Santa, when he parks, he'll stop by the hotel, say hello to people. When he leaves, he'll do the same thing. But let me know when you have your event. He'll also come and do whatever he needs to for your event too, because it helps us out. If he doesn't get mobbed and can park at your parking lot, that makes a big difference. It helps us a lot.
Right. No, absolutely. And we'll
Okay.
coordinate that so he can
Okay, appreciate
start
it.
off here. So that'll be great. We
Okay,
loved
thank
it.
you. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
All right, guys. Bye.
Thank you.